Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans with Isaiah Stanback in the booth for the first word presented by Dr. Pepper. 31-16 is the final as the Cowboys take down the Las Vegas Raiders in the preseason finale here at AT&T Stadium. Plenty to talk about. Let's start with Will Grier. It was his final audition, maybe for all 32 teams, because the Cowboys might have something to think about after a clean game tonight.
This is exactly what Coach McCarthy and the rest of the staff were looking to see out of him. They just want to see him make good decisions. And when he make good decisions in this West Coast offense, the stat line is going to show exactly what the progress was. He did a good job, obviously, utilizing his legs. He got a couple touchdowns on the ground. And he also utilized his arm and got a couple touchdowns through the air. Over 82% on the completion rate. This was a perfect night for him. Super duper happy for him.
Yeah, just 1 week after he walked off the field in Seattle without handshakes, he was all smiles and handshakes after this one whenever the Cowboys ended up with the win. It was the only win for the Cowboys in the preseason, and it really started up front for them as well on both lines of scrimmage, the offensive line and the defensive line. Which one impressed you the most?
I'm going to go ahead and say the offensive line. I mean, you put in Hunter Lipke, who hasn't had a lot of opportunities this preseason. He goes out there and just does a heck of a job and balls out. He's only able to do that because of the offensive line being able to get a push against the Raiders' defensive line. So kudos to him. Kudos to that offensive front. The defensive line did a relatively good job as well, but they did give up a little bit of leaky yardage according to some of those Raiders running backs.
Just a little bit. A couple guys up front, but that's all it really was. It was just 43 yards rushing in the first half for Las Vegas. One final topic here. Mazi Smith, Luke Schoonmaker, of course, both Michigan men, first-round pick, second-round pick, respectively, their final snaps of the preseason. How did they look?
Mazi didn't get a ton of work tonight. We've seen our fair share of him this preseason. Obviously, he's still continuing to learn. Just being a big, strong guy up front is not going to work in this league, so he'll continue to learn from some of those veterans on the internal defensive line. And then Schoonmaker, he's getting his feet underneath him. Obviously, we've seen him show up today, catching a nice little outlet from Will Grier and got a touchdown. Being physical, using that big body, I think he's going to come in handy going into the season. It
certainly was a lot to talk about as the Cowboys win this one. 31-16, the final from AT&T Stadium. We've got a little bit of time off, and then, of course, September 10th, the Cowboys travel up to MetLife Stadium and face the New York Giants on Sunday Night Football. The next one counts, Isaiah. It should be a whole lot of fun. Great job in the booth throughout the preseason. It's been a pleasure here on the First Word presented by Dr. Pepper. We'll see you guys next time.